Chrissy BTS dancer in the house. Wow, it's pretty dark in here, isn't it? Turn this light on. Ah, does that make it better?
Classic rock
That does actually make it better.
right now.
Okay, so
The
Chrissy BTS dancer. I am the creator of Purple Helicopter High, which I am very much going to turn into a internet pot smoking church. That's right. Purple Helicopter High. Ow, my chest hurts. I always hurt. My chest hurts, my arms, everything hurts. Everything hurts. Why does it hurt? I have been very sick, and the reason why I'm sick is because the psychiatric community in Texas does not know how to take care of mentally ill. Let me explain a little bit about myself, okay? So, my father was a Chester. My mother was a very heavy abuser. They were both very, very badly abused as well. I was the first child of a Puerto Rican and a Mexican, and they terrorized me. They terrorized me so bad that I never was able to grow up. I'm like an 8-year-old child in my mind. I go up and down, up and down, up and down. I became a protector of my brother and my 2 sisters. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect my brother as well as I wish. I was only a little girl with him. I was 4 years old when he was born, and I don't ever remember anything but taking care of everybody. Then my sisters were born, and I made sure my sisters were well covered with my eyes, and I made sure everybody knew, including my father, that they were off limits. And it was a lot of friction. I was in a war zone growing up, pretty much. I didn't sleep well. I peed the bed a lot. I started fights. I had bad grades in school. But actually, I'm really, really intelligent. I'm super duper 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 intelligent. Like crazy smart. Like doctor smart. That's how smart I am. Quantum physics. You know, conspiracy theories. If it interests me, I learn it really quick. I also smoke a lot of weed. The reason why I smoke a lot of weed is because the psychiatric community bullied me into believing that I had to be on all this big pharma medication, and it almost killed me. Now, I've been off of the psychiatric medication for almost 4.5 years. I'm also off of drugs and alcohol. I'm sober. And I'm really scared to stay in Texas. The reason why I'm scared to stay in Texas, because Texas does not like mentally ill. We are a pain in the ass to them. Luckily, I'm living in a mentally unstable town. I live in Killeen, Texas. There is a lot of post-traumatic syndrome out here. Luckily, a lot of the cops are all post-traumatic syndrome as well. And I've had to deal with them a couple of times here because I've been bullied really bad out here. I don't like to explain everything that's going on. What I am doing is advocating for the people that have had what happened to me, to yell at the world and say, you know, this bullying that you guys are doing to us is ridiculous. I am mentally ill. My brain is broken. I have a dysfunctional brain. And that's not fair to be treated like garbage for something I have no control over. Me and my husband are struggling right now. We applied for disability. It has been a nightmare. The government's not here to take care of us, that's for sure. If they were, they would have taken care of us a long time ago. Actually, the government sucks. It's the truth. We have the Trump guy out here. I don't even understand how he even got up there. But, you know, we really didn't have anybody to choose from, so I guess he was better than nothing. You should put me in politics, man. Let's see what else I can tell you about myself. I'll just keep ranting and raving. I don't eat meat. I do not eat processed food. I'm off of sugar. I do drink a lot of Diet Coke. I lost 63 pounds, which I didn't realize I really needed because I'm very sick. Now when I go into depression and I don't eat, it's devastating on my body. I know it, and I can put any more weight in now because I refuse to eat anything. You know, right now all I'm eating is, you know, like 5 or 6 different things. It's amazing that I'm still alive. Yeah. So let's see what I can go back. You know, I'm just all over the place. It really doesn't matter because nobody's really watching right now except for God and Jesus. And I believe God and Jesus have been here taking care of me this whole time. And I believe that there is something really big happening in our lives, and that's why we're having such a big struggle. But it's hard to accept, I'll tell you that. Psychiatric medication is the devil. If you're not on it, don't take it. Just smoke a lot of weed, get therapy, get healthy, get away from toxic people. Definitely don't stay in a state like Texas. Texas is a very hard state to live in. I've been put in prison. I am so traumatized. Texas has stripped away anything I could ever be. I can't get a job out here. It's ridiculous. It's horrible out here. I don't even work anymore. I can't. Texas terrorized me on that too. You know, look at how tiny I am. The cops have been notorious and picking on me all my life. Yeah, I've made a lot of bad decisions. I made a lot of really bad decisions. But with the kind of trouble I was getting into, I would have kind of figured, you know, with the amount of trauma that I had, it would have been pretty obvious that was happening to me. Like, I was getting raped. I was being beaten. Nobody saw any of that in Texas. They just let my parents do whatever they were doing to me and didn't do shit. They didn't do anything. The school system sucks out here too. You know? You know they actually had corporal punishment when I was little. I had this 6-foot black guy. 6-foot black guy. My parents signed a permission slip to spank me with a board that was almost bigger than I was. And this man had me lean across the table, and he hit me 3 times so hard that I felt my heart almost come out of my mouth, and I fell over the table. Texas allowed that. I was being mentally abused. I was being molested. My mother was beating me, and then I would go to school, and the school would hit me too. Then I get out of school, and police just never left me alone. I cannot believe they never saw how much damage that was going on with me. I was in hell in my mind. I was trying so hard to raise my children. I didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was just a mess. I was a terrible mother. Nobody helped us. CPS came and took my kids, not once, but 2 times. The second time, my aunt and my uncle came and took them out of my arms. You know, trying to do me a favor. They should have taken them from me so I could get on my feet. But no, my family is notorious for turning their eyes on somebody as sick as I am. They don't know how to treat me. You know, do you know how you treat me? You call me and go, "Hi, I love you, and I want to tell you that I miss you, and I hope you're doing all right." And then I go, "Yeah, my life has been terrible." And for 10 minutes I tell you about how hard it is to survive in such a malfunctional brain. And then you go, "You know what? I'm really proud of you for being so strong, and I love you, and I promise you I'll call you back, okay? And don't be afraid, I'm never going to leave you. And I'm never going to correct you for the horrible way that you act, because I know how much you've been through. And I know that you're going to learn how to trust me again." That's how a phone call should be with me. You know what the phone calls to me are? "Oh, you take everything so personal. Nobody can talk to you." Really? Really? Nobody ever even stopped to think about I was being molested. I've been raped. I've been hurt beyond all belief. I've had my children ripped out of my arms. I've been a drug addict. I have been put in and out of mental hospitals. I've been put on every medication there is on earth. I can't keep a job. I've been fired so many times. The government won't help me. We're financially burdened. We have no money. I need more weed. I'm in a Texas state that is so horrific for mentally ill people like me that I am so traumatized living here, and to live here another second more is killing me. But my husband is such a creature of habit that he doesn't want to leave. And it puts me in a position where at 4 o'clock in the morning, I have to leave my house to come and do a video about how stressful it is to be mentally ill in Texas. Mentally ill. Let me tell you about the clean MHMR here. Okay, the clean MHMR did nothing but try to put me in the hospital. They tried to conform me by taking medications. Even after I told the caseworker over and over again, I am very sick from the medications. It was a never-ending. You know what? They tried to put me in the hospital. Luckily, my husband was there. They stuck me in a room, tried to scare the shit out of me. Hospital, hospital, hospital. If you don't comply, hospital. That's all I heard. I left so sick. I wrote so many letters. I wrote letters to the Social Security. I wrote letters to the disabled, you name it. Advocate, you name it, I wrote it. And I got names for everybody in that mental place. So when this becomes big, I'm going to make sure that they get the names. And you know what? How bad that is? I finally got transferred over to the Temple MHMR where I'm well taken care of now. Thank God. I made such a big stink. They finally pulled me to a better location, and I'm well taken care of now, and I'm getting counseling there. And I'm getting a therapist. But recently, I had another bullying incident. I'm being bullied right by my house. I'm being bullied real bad. I have fits. I get angry. I try so hard to hold my shit. I'm a locked prisoner in my house. I have to get out of my house. I cry like a little baby. I scream and yell. My neighbor said I could scream in his yard. And then this I'm not going to mention anybody, who they are, what they are. None of that. But I am going to say, I get the police call on me twice in 1 week. Because I'm loud. I'm very scared. I'm sick. I'm scared to death to be alive. And somebody from the Colleen MHMR came over there, and all I heard out of her mouth was, in order to avoid being put in the hospital, and there were cops there and everything. They already know my situation was, you know, the cops love me. They know, I think they're watching my YouTubes is actually what they're doing. So, I'm actually, in the last month, I've had a lot of encounters with cops. I don't even know what I'm doing, man. I try to mind my own business. I drive really slow. I just stay in the house. I never leave my car. What kind of life is this? What kind of life is this? Tell me what kind of life it is to be afraid to live. I can't go on anywhere here. I can't do anything in Texas, and it's so scary to live here another day. I got no money. If I have to, I'm probably going to have to hitch to Florida. I think that's I'm about to run. I feel it. I'm about to run. I'm a runner. My parents are runners. I'm a runner. I've been married to my husband for 15 years, and I love him so much. He just doesn't look happy with me anymore. And that's sad because we could have got better help in another place. But we're stuck in Texas. Very cruel state. I have akathisia. Akathisia is when your body moves all the time. And it never stops. It's maddening. I want to die sometimes from it because it hurts. I just want to leave so bad. I want to leave to Florida, or Canada would be cool. I go to Canada. Just don't have the money. Wish somebody would fund me. Anyways, that's what I got for you. I'm going to go. I'm Chrissy, PTS dancer, advocating better awareness of bullying, better laws. You know, we shouldn't be put in jail and prison because we're so sick, but that's pretty much what's been happening all my life. If you look at my extensive record, I've been in and out of jail, and there's been never any compassion for me, ever. Ever. So I'm dying quietly at my house and quietly in my car. Quietly in front of my husband now, because I can't even cry in front of him anymore. Because he's losing his shit. And he's a very stubborn man, and he won't listen to me. And I told him, you need help. We need to leave Texas. He doesn't want me. I'm going to have to leave him behind. And I'm scared that if I do that, it'll break me in half and then I'll die. So I don't know how else to get to where I need to go. And I know I don't need to be in Texas anymore. I need to be out of here. I need to get out of Texas as fast as I can. I am not safe in Texas. The bullying here is ridiculous. Cops bully you, people bully you, restaurants, everybody bullies me. I'm sick of being bullied. Such a nice person. So that's my story for today, my blogging. It's very emotional to share all of what I'm going through. Oh, and I'm multiple personality. Thank you very much. Thanks to my parents. I'm a multiple personality. I don't even know who I am. I leave my body a lot. Like a lot. They call it disassociation. Like I literally feel like I'm being ripped out of my body from being abused so badly. And I give my life to God, and I believe Jesus and God are with me as I share my story. You know, and all my family's all like, just like, don't talk about me. Are you kidding? Half of y'all are the reason why I'm this sick. Learn how to talk to your mentally ill people. We have a different language. We hear things, we see things differently. And I'm a child. In an adult body, to treat me as such as a child. And it's been a very hard life for me. 50 years I've been struggling with mental illness quietly. I can't do it anymore. So that's why I'm blogging with you guys. Here in Facebook, Snapchat. I'll be hitting Instagram next. I won't hit Twitter because that's where our president was, and I think that's a joke. I think Twitter's a joke, and so is our president, because he was twittering. Hell, man. So, but I'll be on Instagram soon. Maybe making a difference somewhere. Anyways, I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm just tired. I love you guys. Everybody's following me.